Good morning, my fellow yoga travelers. I'm mighty glad to be alive today, and I hope that you are too, as we continue to live, laugh, love, learn, linger, live the life we love. Today it's Friday, so it's PowerPoint Day. This is a short one. It's entitled Master, the Master. And for me, it was embodied by BKS Iyengar. So he represents the guru, the dispeller of darkness, an authority who bridges the past to the living tradition. There's no magic except that people in each generation get on fire for this, and like an unlit candle gets lit by a lit candle, which is called parampara, the tradition is passed on. So one of the things that you project upon the idea of the master is a sage-like quality, a mature or venerable person of sound judgment who's been doing this for a long time, and their life is a track record of authenticity. And my teacher was also known as an acharya. He wasn't just a fantastic hatha yoga practitioner. He was like a pundit, PhD, a living example of somebody who quoted the Yoga Sutras, the Gita, the Upanishads, the Hatha Yoga Pradipika, and more. He was really practicing Kriya Yoga as defined in the Yoga Sutras through tapas, intense practice, swadhyaya, ongoing study, and Ishvara Pranidhan, surrendering everything to the deity of your heart. Now the master also teaches the form, sequencing, timings, alignment, awareness. It's called Kaya Sadhana, right? The spiritual practice of the body. And you find what's called Kaya Sampat, the treasure that's there in the unused capital. I love this quote from him. It says, my body is my temple, and my asanas are my prayers. What a beautiful way to look at your practice and transform it. So everything has to do with turning what seems to be a physical discipline into a spiritual discipline. Or as he would say, there is no Raja Yoga without Hatha Yoga, and no Hatha Yoga without Raja Yoga. Now you can pick anything, as it says in the first chapter of the Yoga Sutras, any suitable object to contemplate on. You can focus your mind there and go all the way through. As Gandhi said, be the change you want to see in the world. Well, for him, it was satya, or truthfulness, or also nonviolence. And for Mr. Iyengar, it was tapas, intense commitment to the practice, like an Olympian going for the gold every day. And so it's really simple. You want to know who you are? Don't ask, act. Action will delineate you and define you. So you know what you put yourself out there for and what you're holding back. I love this quote also from Theodore Roosevelt, the one quality which sets one man apart from another, the key which lifts one to every aspiration while others are caught up in the mire of mediocrity. It's not talent, it's not formal education, nor intellectual brightness. It's self-discipline. With self-discipline, all things are possible. Without it, even the simplest goal can seem like the impossible dream. So even though sometimes discipline is something you don't want to do, it's challenging to engage your will. Your will becomes in conflict with other desires that distract. But if you do it, if you focus on it, tapas will burn the impurities and release that kundalini, that latent power that we all have within ourselves. But you got to be one-pointed. When they say purity here, I don't just mean like, cleanliness is next to godliness. No. They mean have such a focus, such an ekagrata, one-pointedness, that it helps you burst through and helps you. When they say be chaste here, again, it doesn't mean to me only be wary of the distractions that can happen to you sexually. It means that you're married to this one thing. Everything revolves around serving this one thing because it's a worship, isn't it? Even though it's not directed specifically to a deity and there's no theology, but you're worshiping the love of this goal. Your goal is your guru. It's leading you forward. And so remember, speak kindly, speak truthfully, speak beautifully, and follow up on your words. If you say you're going to call somebody and then you blow them off, that's a lack of integrity, isn't it? So be as good as your word. Your word is your bond, as they used to say. And Thich Nhat Hanh reminds us that the true source of a smile is an awakened mind. Smiling helps you approach the day with gentleness and understanding. It'll help you maintain silence, self-restraint, but always it's based on compassion for the suffering that you see, not only in yourself, but in the world around you. And ultimately, although yoga is not a religion, but because it teaches you ethical actions, it seems religious. But even though we don't have a specific church we belong to, it's devoted to hearing the words of the saints and the sages that focus your mind on wisdom. It reminds you how important fellowship or satsang is, to be together with other people and have community events that serve the larger society that you live in. It teaches hospitality, to devote yourself to kindness, local projects that help other people. It teaches you prayer. How do you go inside and use whatever your thought forms are to make a connection to other people? It teaches you generosity, how to give back, whether it's finances, time, silence, many ways you can give to other people. And then use the word repentance. And here I don't think of it as like we're being sin, it's just recognizing that sometimes we don't do things that's the best of what we're capable of, and that we want to recommit ourselves to bringing the best parts of ourselves forward. And if you can do this and find this kind of devotional, selfless, egoless teaching, this fellowship, and then all of a sudden what happens is you get personal strength. Look at this little cartoon. Look at that tree that's growing out of the rock face. Yeah, it takes guts and determination to grow in a hostile environment. But the tree says, yeah, I'm only here because all the good spots were taken. Make the best of wherever you are with whoever you're with. And then you'll understand this final statement that people with passion can change the world for the better. So I hope you recognize the aspect of yourself that's true to that, live it, and bring your gift to the world. Have a great day.